Hello, everyone. I'm Tina, and I'm a Reiki practitioner and energy healer. My business is Blue Dove Healing Arts, and I'm making a series of videos to help people understand Reiki a little bit better. In this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about what happens during a Reiki session. So, in general, if they come into my Reiki office, I have a massage table, I have music playing, a person can lay down or sit if it's more comfortable. And then we talk about their intention, what they want to work on. And if they don't have one, we just send the Reiki for whatever they need. And our systems are very, very smart, and the Reiki energy will go where it's most needed. So it's my job mostly to just send the Reiki with the highest intention. But I also feel like it is more informative if I can give some feedback to the client. Like, what did I find when I am connected to the energy systems? And then they can learn a little bit more about kind of cause and effect, and they can feel a difference if I changed something, if we released a blockage. And so I take notes. And so I wanted to kind of talk about some of the things that I'm looking for and some of the things that I've picked up in clients. So you get an idea as to what we might talk about if you have a session. So, and this can happen long distance. And I have another video where I talk about long distance healing. So look for a link to that in the description or on my website. And, but either in person or long distance, I pick up a lot of information about a person's energy systems, and I can look for things in specific areas, or if someone's told me a situation that's going on, I can ask questions about that and get really detailed information about what's going on and what I need to do to help that situation. So, for example, some components of our energy system include our aura. So some people, like for me, being an empath and having big energy, sometimes my aura gets really, really huge. And I think what that makes me feel is really drained and tired. And my energy just gets all frazzled because it's too far away from my body. So a lot of times, if someone tells me that they're just tired, they're exhausted, they can't seem to catch up, or if I get a little nudge during a session to check their aura, I get a sense of the energy that it needs to go to the aura, I'll check it. I'll see how big is it? How far away is the edge of the aura, the outside edge, because we have layers in our aura from their body. And then I can ask it to pull in. I can coat it with an energy coating to seal up any leaks or holes. And I can give that feedback to the client and give them an exercise to do that on their own. And then they'll hopefully make them feel better, more energy. And if they're dealing with other issues, it keeps their energy where it needs to be to heal those issues instead of leaking out, having leaks or holes in your aura, or having an aura that's too big. Another example is our chakras. I can feel your chakras. I can put my hand over them and feel, are they really far away from your body? Are they really close to your body? Do they feel strong, or do they feel really low energy? And I don't have a specific intention when working with the chakras. A lot of people will say, they want their chakras more open or more closed. And it's not, to me, I'm not doing that intentionally. I'm not saying, here's what you need. You need a chakra that's more open or closed. But if it doesn't have a lot of energy, then it can't support that part of the body, because our chakras relate to the organs and the systems that are near that chakra. So I want to send energy to the chakras and make sure that they're balanced and they're able to do what they need to do, whether that's be open or closed. So I can check the chakras and find if they're low energy, and then talk to the client about that. And I can help balance those during the session if that's what's needed, and talk to a client about giving them tips about their chakras. I also have just spontaneously felt things in people's bodies, like a dark mass in their, say, lower abdomen. And I'm detecting things in the energy field. So if to me it pops into my mind as a dark place, a dark spot in the body, that's where I need to focus the energy. There's a low energy spot there or a blockage. And I'll focus the energy there until it releases, until it dissolves, disappears, pops, and flies away, or whatever it needs to do. or a whole area might feel very low, like the whole heart meridian, which in traditional Chinese medicine is your heart, your lungs, your pericardium. It goes up and then it runs through your shoulders and arms into your hands. And so I may focus on that whole area. If that whole meridian feels low to me, I can also detect energy cords. And if you haven't done a lot of energy work, this may end up being a whole video in and of itself. But just in brief, we can have an energy cord from ourself to another person, place, or event. Now, I never check for good cords, for cords of love. We're connected by energy cords of love to all of our loved ones. I would never remove those. And even if you did accidentally remove one, it would pop right back up because you love your family and friends and whatever and whoever you love. But we can have cords that are connected to us in a more negative way that are draining. So if there's been arguments and there's lots of heavy negative emotions, we can have those cords of negative things to other people, places, or events. And we can work on those and remove those and heal those places of attachment so that they aren't there anymore and they're not draining a person anymore. And I've found multiple cords in people at the same time, and they can be connected into the head, into the lower abdomen, they can be connected in the back, and I can pick those up and we can work on those. There are a number of other things that I could talk about as well, but that's just a little bit of an example as to the things that I'm looking for, that I'm jotting down in notes that I'll talk to you about afterwards, and we'll figure out how we can deal with them. And if I don't get all of them in one session, we can come back and work on them in another session, or the client can work on them on their own too, if that's something that they feel comfortable doing. It's all about learning about your energy systems and how they work. And if there's something that's not working right, how can we make it better? And that's what I'm all about. All right. I hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Have a great week.